Okay, here we are, 20th Anniversary Jeep Rubicon. Pretty simple. That's why that 20 is right there. Yep, 2023 Jeep Rubicon. We got on our little group all four doors. We do have a 4xe. We have a regular 392. Never thought I'd say a regular 392. Even have a really cool AEV modified Blue Baby. We're talking with the bumper and the spare tire carrier, everything all decked out. So we're going to take them out today and hopefully tell you what they're all about. Hi, Gun Jeeping fans. Rick Péwé. We are here in a Jeep 20th Anniversary Rubicon Wrangler. There's like 750,000 of these around the world that have been produced in the last 20 years. We're taking one of these fancy ones out. We're actually in a 4xe, which is why it's so quiet in here. Doesn't matter if the engine is, quote, running or not, they are quiet. We'll let you in on a few other cute things that these have, and see you on the road.
You know, apart from the Rubicon Trail, which is buried in snow, there's really no better place in the country to experience the capabilities of these vehicles firsthand than right here on the Red Rocks of Moab. And, you know, I'm sure some of you have heard the story of how the Wrangler Rubicon came to be. But, you know, for those of you who haven't, I just want to repeat it because it is a pretty cool story. You know, it actually didn't come from, you know, a sales guy or a marketing guy or a product planning guy, but actually the idea to create the Wrangler Rubicon came from a very small but very dedicated and enthusiastic team of Jeep engineers who affectionately refer to themselves as the Lunatic Fringe. And they set out to create a more capable Jeep Wrangler. And so over the course of a couple years, they used their own personal time, their own personal credit cards to develop prototypes and really sell the idea to upper management. And as a result of their efforts, we got the most capable SUV that the world had ever seen, the Wrangler Rubicon. And, you know, it's really groundbreaking just for including hardcore four-wheeling equipment like locking differentials, 4-to-1 low-range transfer case, and Dana 44 axles, all straight from the factory, backed by full factory warranty. So here we are, 20 years later. About a quarter of all the Wranglers we make are Rubicons, and there were 700,000 of them on the roads and trails all over the world. So to celebrate, we created not one, but two 20th anniversary editions, the 4xe and the 392. So I'm going to turn over to Mark from engineering to go through a little bit more of the content and what makes these the most capable Wrangler Rubicons yet.
Good morning. Good morning. Mark Ramsey, the Project Chief Vehicle Engineer for Wrangler. So I'll walk through the 20th Anniversary editions, the two here, the 392, 470 horsepower, 470 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, quarter mile, 13 seconds flat. PHEV from a powertrain perspective, 375 horsepower, 470 foot-pounds of torque as well, 21-mile all-electric range, and a 49, yes, MPGE combined fuel economy.
So here's one of the cool things about this particular AEV 20th Anniversary Wrangler Rubicon. It's got a front and rear facing camera, so all I have to do is put my head down and watch the screen instead of what's outside. So I'm still trying to decide whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. In some instances, it could be pretty cool and helpful. But for me, nah, I think I'll watch the actual world. Okay, Wipeout Hill in an all-electric 20th Anniversary Rubicon Wrangler. Pretty impressive, pretty quiet. Now, I've done this hill in a variety of vehicles, flat fenders, other Jeeps, power wagons. Never in all-electric mode. And of course the Rubicons, so they're locked. Sway bars disconnected. Tires air down to about 20. I know that's street pressure to some, but when you're on a media event, this is how it works. So that looked pretty darn slick. All right, so now we're going to try 392 Rubicon 20th anniversary. Obviously, a little bit of sound difference. 392s have a sound button, so it could be loud or it could be soft. Not quite sure which this one is, but it is pleasing to hear. So, on this hill you have two options. Where the black marks are, that's the regular route. Optional is on the left, generally reserved for only the most capable drivers and vehicles. Nina is walking over there. Nina Barlow, our trail guide. She may want you to go to the left. Remember, on Wipeout Hill, sometimes it's more intimidating coming down. So as Nina is instructed, lockers front and rear, sway bar disconnect, and manual automatic transmission, put it in the manual mode, lock it in first gear. Last thing you want is something to go shifting on you while you're trying to creep and crawl up some steps.
And then you're going to follow this driver I'm standing, you're going to follow that with your driver's tire. Come in this way. Okay, more drivers. More drivers. There you go.
The silence is deafening. It's got a little skid plate catch there on the bottom, so they're going to walk it a little to the right. It should move right over. There it goes. And that's it. So short vehicles like flat fenders have a very difficult time with this part because the entire wheelbase is here. Now I have a little bit of trouble with the throttle because I'm not used to how this works, but
Oh, you're smooth. You got it.
come on, there we go. So when your foot gets attuned to a certain vehicle or a certain drivetrain, that's what you're used to. Doing something like this is a little bit different. However, this thing is so darn smooth. I am impressed. Now, I am doing it a little faster than I normally would, but that's also because I feel the motor has a little bit of delay between my mind, my foot, and the hill. But that was actually a lot of fun. Hi, Gone Jeeping fans. We're here at the Moab Easter Jeep Safari number 57. I'm here with Pete Milo, and he's the head of
Vehicle development for Wrangler and Gladiator.
And if you think about that, this is the absolute top of the line Wrangler and Gladiator, and this man gets to say he's the head, right? I wish I could say that, honestly.
It's a dream job, right?
It's a dream job. Is it really a job, though?
Look where we're at. I don't know. It's hard to say, right?
Exactly. So this is the 20th anniversary Rubicon that you've developed.
Yes.
It's hard to believe it's been 20 years of this.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
It went by fast.
And the first Rubicons had 31, 32s?
32s.
Locking diffs.
Yep.
That's about it. Oh, 4-to-1 transfer case.
And that's it.
Those were the important things.
Yep.
And now you have basically 2.5 versions, 3 even, of
Three
that
versions.
same basic vehicle.
Yep. Except this is the most capable Rubicon we've ever produced.
Ever, of course.
Yes.
After 20 years, you should have, right?
Yeah. And it's offered on 2 packages.
Yeah.
The 392
There's that green beauty there in Sarge green. And then the 4xe. And then, of course, the big boy here, our AEV package on 37s. Pretty impressive.
Those are incredible packages. Let's start with the, I hate to say standard, but 392 is a standard package for this.
Yes. So let me tell you about some of the things we did to make it special for the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
It started with the suspension. So we have unique springs and unique shock tuning to best balance off-road and on-road characteristics. We did add a 1/2-inch lift through the springs, and it comes with standard 35-inch BFG KO2 all-terrain tires that are B-lock capable. Those two combinations give us an already outstanding approach, breakover, departure angle, and takes it up a notch. We have an incredible 11.6 inches of ground clearance and 34.5 inches of water fording, which I know you appreciate.
Yeah, that's nearly a yard of water fording,
It's
or
incredible.
a meter to some people.
It's incredible.
That is. That'll get your seat wet,
Yes, for sure.
which is why everything to that level has been waterproofed.
Absolutely. We validate everything to that water line, and we seal all the electrical components to make sure they function.
That's amazing.
It is.
All right, and the horsepower on this is incredible. It's a V8 that sounds right.
Yeah, you've been driving it throughout
Yeah.
today. It's you're making some noise out here in the quiet, which is great. 470 horse, 470 pound-feet of torque, resulting in a 4.5 second 0 to 60 time. So quite incredible.
Right. How about the axle ratios?
So axle ratios, in the rear you have a 456 and the 392. On the 4xe you have a 410 in the rear.
Right.
The T case in the 392 we have a 272 to 1. It's a full-time T case, and then the 4xe it's a 4 to 1 low ratio.
Right.
So incredible crawl ratios, just outstanding performance and capability.
Right, and they're well matched to their powertrain, to the engine, rather than just, well, this one
Absolutely.
always had a 4x4 to 1. It didn't need it.
It didn't need it. It's got the torque, right?
In fact, it'd probably hinder it in many cases.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
And same way with 4xe, you don't need full time.
Yep.
The part time is perfect. So
Absolutely.
you've gone to, instead of one model that does everything well, you go to two models, at least on this side, that do everything great.
Absolutely. And like every Rubicon, I'll just mention a couple of the standard things that we do to every single Rubicon. You have 4 underbody skid plates. These heavy-duty rock rails, which this particular version is my favorite. We have the steel bumper and the 4-loop brush guard, which is new for the 20th anniversary. On the inside, of course, you've got your lockers, as you mentioned, your low transfer case ratio, sway bar disconnect, and off-road modes. It's just an amazing package for the off-road environment. Also on the 20th anniversary, we've got this new front grille, which is pretty cool. First time we've updated that since 2018 launch, and it comes with this standard trail cam on every one of those packages.
I've used it today. It's kind of
nice,
I wasn't
right?
quite sure, but it is nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see stuff.
The 20th anniversary, to commemorate it, we've developed this pretty cool decal package in all available colors. We have 9 available colors in this package, and then on the fender there's some decal specifics also to commemorate the 20th. So really special package. We've done some cool things with the compressor kit in the rear and a standard tool kit to remove your roof, your doors, take down your windshield. The toolkit is really, I've got to get one for myself. It's so cool. But let me take you back here real quick, Rick, just to show you the built-in compressor into the swing gate. Super simple. Key on, press start,
Wow.
set your tire pressure,
Wow.
and then it comes with
A standard
the
size.
standard hose kit.
It's
which
a
is-
standard size chuck. See?
Yep, and it comes with this standard hose kit, which is
Lift this up for you.
packaged right in the back there.
Wow, that's cool. So all you have to do after a day of four-wheeling is zip open this handy-dandy little machine.
Yep.
Unless you get your hand cut it. Has instructions, has a hose chuck for the tire. The other end plugs into the compressor and you're done. And it all goes back.
Pretty slick.
Wow. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. So this is our fancy toolkit.
Wow.
That's available for all to enjoy. Really cool. Oh, look at the spread on this thing. I mean, it's something I've got to get myself here.
Oh, all in a nice roll so it doesn't fall
You
all
never know
out.
what's going to happen on trail. Not to a Jeep, but you know, maybe some other.
Usually it's for somebody else. Wow. Torques and everything.
Yep.
That's impressive. Cool.
Yep. So let me take you over to the AV, and we can talk about that beast.
Sounds great. Get through here yet. All right, so this looks like quite a high riding Jeep compared to some of the others.
Yes, 2.5-inch lift. It's got the 37-inch BFG, all-terrain tires, and it is also beadlock capable. Pretty incredible. 50-inch approach, 14 inches of ground clearance, 37 inches of water fording, 43-inch departure angle. So it's got the unique brush guard, the lights, the worn winch. Really a cool package.
And really cool. Front mounted camera again.
Exactly.
And that's the key. It comes with winch.
Yes. This particular one's a 4xe.
Which
So
is cool.
Which we've got the complete mix here. We've got the 392, the base, again, not the base, but the 20th 4xe, and then we've got the AEV Beast 4xe.
And of course this has a suspension kit to fit the larger tires.
Exactly, with a 2.5-inch lift, with the Bilstein shock, so it's got unique shock package.
Right. And the same way with the suspension on the 392 Rubicon, that's so dialed in. You can go fast, you can go slow.
The engineers, our team, did a great job with tuning that package.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Really a trio of incredible vehicles.
Well, I have to say, Rick, I mean, looks like you had some fun this afternoon. You got them nice and dirty.
Well, yeah. What's
Don't
the
wear
point of
black.
keeping them clean? Right?
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you for all you do for Jeep and everything else. And
Thanks.
what are you going to do for next year?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, because they're not allowed to talk about future product.
You got
Thank
it.
again.
Thanks.
Bye bye.